Paris Saint-Germain's familiar vulnerabilities on the biggest stage were once again laid bare in their 1-1 draw at home to PSV Eindhoven in the Champions League group phase. The result, while not disastrous, was a frustrating reflection of the French champions' inability to turn dominance into victory when it matters most. Achraf Hakimi's second-half strike salvaged a point after Noa Lang had given PSV a shock lead, leaving PSG with just 4 points from 3 matches and raising serious questions about their ability to compete for European honours under Luis Enrique. PSG's night began brightly enough, as they took control of possession early and pressed the Eredivisie leaders high up the pitch. Bradley Barcola, who was given a start in attack, came closest to scoring in the early exchanges when his low-driven shot in the 11th minute narrowly missed the far post. Shortly after, Lee Kang-in tested PSV goalkeeper Walter Benitez with a stinging shot from distance that required a sharp save. Despite these early chances, PSG lacked the clinical touch in front of goal, and it would come back to haunt them. Ousmane Dembélé nearly gave PSG the lead midway through the first half, unleashing a thunderous volley that rattled the crossbar in the 22nd minute. However, while PSG were threatening, their inability to convert their dominance into goals left them vulnerable to PSV's quick counters. The Dutch side, despite being outplayed for stretches, were far more efficient when opportunities presented themselves. In the 34th minute, a costly error from Dembélé allowed PSV to strike first. Ismail Saibari dispossessed the French winger and quickly released Noa Lang, who found space just outside the box and fired a low, precise shot past Gianluigi Donnarumma from 20 meters out. It was a moment that caught PSG's defense, and their goalkeeper, off guard as Lang's shot nestled into the bottom corner, leaving the Parc des Princes crowd stunned. Going into halftime, PSG found themselves trailing despite dominating possession and creating several chances. Luis Enrique's side were left to rue their missed opportunities, and the frustration was evident in their play. However, the coach made no drastic changes at the break, trusting his side to find their way back into the game. PSG emerged from the locker room determined to equalize, and their efforts paid off just 10 minutes into the second half. Achraf Hakimi, one of PSG's standout performers on the night, latched onto a loose ball in the box and fired a shot that slipped through Benitez's legs and into the net to level the score. It was a relief for the home side, and the goal seemed to give PSG a much-needed boost in confidence. However, despite the equalizer, PSG's midfield continued to look shaky, with frequent misplaced passes and a lack of coherence in transitions. PSV, though less dominant in terms of possession, remained a threat on the counter, and they nearly retook the lead after a 2-against-1 situation that PSG barely managed to clear. Luis Enrique tried to inject fresh energy into his side, replacing Lee Kang-in with Marco Asensio and later introducing Randal Kolo Muani, who had returned to full fitness. However, Kolo Muani, like much of PSG's attack, struggled to make a meaningful impact in a side that clearly lacked the presence of a pure striker since Kylian Mbappe's departure to Real Madrid. Barcola and Dembele had further chances, but both lacked the composure to find the back of the net.